What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is the TheFlyYoungGentleman here, and I'm bringing you an in-depth guide to the Prison Break Heist finale here. Now, I'm going to be doing this series. It's only going to be on heist finales and setup missions that I feel are extremely hard. But for the main part, it's going to be heist finales because they are the ones that really do require a guide. The other setups are pretty self-explanatory, but the heist I do feel require a good guide. And there's lots of little insider tips that I'm willing to teach you. So let's get into it. I'm going to be teaching you, I'm going to be breaking it down piece by piece, and it's going to be a little bit of a long video, and I hope you guys enjoy. So take it easy and enjoy the ride. Now, first things first, guys, is the job board. Now, you have every position. You can change what position each person has and how much everyone gets paid. I personally recommend making it so everyone on this heist gets at least 20%. And that's definitely... I feel it's pretty fair, and the leader who fronted the money, you didn't get paid for any of the setups, so it was perfectly fine to take, at least $100,000 to kind of make up for the cost and what you didn't get paid. It's definitely worth it, and that's what I ended up doing, and everyone seemed to agree to it. And that's one of the great things, right? Make sure everyone agrees to it. Make sure you don't have any arguments. It won't help. Now, don't forget to assign the positions here. It's to the left of the cut. You can assign what position everyone has because it's not just a title. It actually gives them specific objectives. So make sure everyone got what they wanted and everyone agreed to, and that'll definitely help. Now, next thing up is suiting up. Now, on the main heist finale for Prison Break, there's not much you can do to your outfit. We usually like to match in the setups and everything, but this one we didn't really care. We were so happy we actually got to play together and get it all working. So we did actually end up getting it working, and we just kind of said, fuck it, put a quick outfit on and get it. Your outfit has nothing to do with anything. Only thing that matters is the prisoner looks like a prisoner, and that's all. And I think it automatically makes you do that. All right, so now that you and your crew are rolling out, it is time to go run. It's fucking time to run because you have a time crunch. And I'm going to break it down from the Demolition Man's eyes, and I'm going to teach you a trick on how to make it so the pilot doesn't get shot down too quickly, and you can make it so that there's a beautiful synergy going on between pilot and Demolition Man. That is, I am Demolition Man. Make sure your leader and shot caller is the Demolition Man. It makes it so that he can control everything kind of from afar. It makes it a lot better. It's a very good power position for the leader. So make sure that's what you guys are doing. Now, during this time, in the very beginning of the heist, as soon as the pilot gets to the actual plane, he needs to sit in the runway and wait. Do not take off yet. He needs to sit in the runway and wait for the Demolition Man to go, kill the bus driver, and get the bus. And then once that happens, I'll explain. Now, you finally got on the bus. Now you want to calmly talk to your pilot. Make sure you let him know to get inside the plane. Check roll call on what the prisoners are doing and the prison team is doing. And tell the pilot, do not take off. You will tell him to go off on your cue. Tell him to stay inside the plane and just get ready to take off. Now, once you get down to 0.6 miles, you're going to want to have him loop around the city and make sure he does not pass the mountain range. Make sure he does not, I repeat, did not pass the mountain range. Tell him to loop around the city, stay within the city, and then once you get the bus to the specific spot on Sandy Shores Airfield, you're going to want to blow it up. I recommend a grenade. Drop a grenade and run away. Get inside the Jeep that's there provided for you, and you're going to want to tell him to fly over the mountains now. It's your cue, and tell him to get as soon as he can. Give him about 10 seconds to fly over the mountains, a maximum of 20. You're going to want to get in the Buzzard, and be careful, there's 2 enemies there. You're going to want to fight them off. Once you do that, you're going to want to hop in the Buzzard, get ready to fight the jets that are going to come after the Vellum. And what you're going to want to do is make sure he just loops around you and you can take out all the jets that try and go for him. Very simple. Now, once you do that, you're going to want to communicate with the team. You're going to want to communicate with the prison team and just make sure they're okay. And there's a little trick I'm going to teach you that's more of a luxury for the prison team. And what will happen is it makes everything move a little bit more smoothly. I'll show you that in a second. Right here is the spot you're going to want to tell him to take off and loop in the city, like I explained just previously. Now here is the point where you're going to want to explode the bus. Now wait to tell him to take off towards the mountains until you blow up the bus. My personal favorite way is a sticky bomb or a grenade. I like the grenade. You just drop it and then run. Press the right trigger if you're on Xbox, or the R2 button when you're on, I believe actually it's R1 on PS4 and PlayStation in general. And what you're going to want to do is just drop the grenade, run towards the little truck, bus, jeep thingy they have there, and then tell him to launch. As soon as you get in there, tell him to start heading towards this the prison, and you want to make sure he's got about a 10-second window. Tell him you got about 10 to 20 seconds maximum of a window to get there, and you'll be in the Buzzard and up in the sky. You'll see here in a second. Once you get to the Buzzard, there's 2 guys you have to take out. They are armed, so make sure you kill them with a good weapon. I like to stop a little bit just outside of it and bam, take them out. That's all. Get in the Buzzard and you're ready. Now that you're getting in the Buzzard, your pilot should be en route, or honestly, he can take his time, but it's better. It's a lot better if you just get him en route. It'll keep you guys entertained as well. You should be en route, you should be getting in the sky and get ready to take out the first jet, and they just non-stop come until the prison crew leaves. And I'll show you that little trick. I'll speed everything up and you get to see kind of what goes on. And then I'll show you that little luxury trick for the prison team that really can help. So what you're going to want to do is fly towards the parking lot of the prison and go and take out a couple of priority vehicles. All you have to do is you have to take out the black truck and the white police car. Once you do that, it makes it a lot easier for them to clear. Try and hit them from the side so that when they blow up, they get out of the way of them. And it's very simple. Do it before they get out. Do it while they still are about 30 seconds to a minute away from actually coming out, and you'll be fine. You're also going to want to try and stay as close to that area as you can, because as soon as they come out, the jets are no longer a threat. Now you're on to the final stages of the heist. It's going down. Now your priority is to cover the Rosh and his teammate. And your teammates, I'm sorry. Now what you're going to want to do is focus the helicopters. They're a big problem. Focus the helicopters and then try and clear the roadblocks as much as you can. But be very careful. And you also want to make sure that your pilot is fully aware that he should be landing right now at Sandy Shores Airfield. Now that is, in my opinion, the easiest way to go, but it's not the only place you have to go. There is right in front of this, like right in front of the prison, a nice little strip you can land on. You really can land anywhere. You are not forced to go to Sandy Shores Airfield. But that is, of course, one of the only runways that are near that are actual legitimate runways. So we just decided to use it for ease of access. But that being said, there's not much else. I mean, you can really have them land anywhere in that kind of general area, as long as it's not too hard for them to get to. And then make sure you cover them. And we'll talk about what happens when you're done covering them from the ground attack and some helicopter attack. So now your plane is getting off in the air. You're so fucking happy we finally did it, you think. You're not quite done. Make sure you're covering all the helicopters, you're killing them all, and then make sure as soon as you kill a few of them and they're out of the police spotlight and they're able to fly away, you ditch the cops as soon as you can by flying fast in one direction. But you want to try and stay near them because you're going to have to go and rendezvous with them eventually. Just make sure you lose the cops as well, otherwise you'll never trigger the cutscene when they get to their marked destination. Now you're going to want to go to the beach, pick up your teammate, and fly out. Make sure you don't die. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. You just did your first real heist. And hopefully you guys were excited as we were the first time we did it. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave an honest rating. If you liked it, you liked it. You dislike it, you dislike it. And make sure to stick around if you want to see more videos like this, giving you the in-depth lowdown, timing and everything on what to do. And I will have the next video as soon as we get the next one recorded and I learn it and turn it to an art form like I did with this one. So remember to have class and get that ass. I will see you guys on the next video. I know I will. And I'm out. Peace.